Hi, my name is Rebecca and I am a channel. What do? I bring messages from other dimensions and the other side. So a few days ago, I felt the presence of Mr. Tesla, and I had been using frequencies in my healing with extraordinary results, and maybe that's what attracted his attention. I don't know, but he asked me to bring a message. I wrote it all down. And almost the moment I finished writing it down, the doorbell rang. And there was a young lady there, and she said, "I'm so sorry, I dinged your car." Well, I went out, and there was a little ding in my car, which was parked on the street. And I said, "Wow, what is that car you're driving?" And she said, "That's a Tesla." So I figured I better pay attention to this message. And the kind of unusual thing Nikolai asked me to do at the end. So here's the conversation. "Mr. Tesla," I say, "would you please give us a message if you desire?" And he says, "Yes. I brought in intelligences from the stars." He just jumps right in, "Know how you do," or nothing. "I came for that reason. I will not come back. It was my desire to share the intelligence I received to make Earth a better place for all creatures and the ecosystems. Those who opposed were puppets of the Dark Masters. It is now time for this information to be uncovered. This time there will be no failing. Opposition, yes, yet opposition will be futile. Other humans are receiving this and similar transmissions. There is much more light on your planet at this time. It may come slowly at first, yet acceptance and implementation of these principles and use of frequency will greatly expand. I was the pioneer by bringing these transmissions from our star friends down into 3D reality. I'm going to stop there and explain something to you, because I teach people how to channel in messages. And some hesitate, "Well, what am I supposed to do with it? I don't want to be like you." There's value in bringing information from other galaxies, other dimensions into our 3D world, which of course you know, or maybe you don't, it's rapidly changing into fifth dimension. And Mr. Tesla continues, "It was simply not time for humanity to accept these realities. Now is the time." And as I'm channeling him, I'm getting the sensation that he's pretty serious, not that much lighthearted stuff going on. The Dark Masters who prevented the test and truths being made accessible were at fault. Yet they could not prevent this knowledge being brought into 3D reality. Here's something interesting. I will be assisting from the other side to help those who are being guided to take up the research and implementation of these principles. In other universe, these frequencies, principles, and their use are as common as the most limited technologies you have in your world. Thank you for asking to communicate with me. Let the old things go. Even more new advancements are ready to be revealed. So where am I? Okay. I wrote this down. I should just get on here and channel outright, right? So he says it's time for Earth to accelerate the evolution process and catch up somewhat to the other galactic presences. Appreciate what we have now and what we are becoming. I love this part. Avoid criticism of the past. Avoid hatred, revenge, and resentment to any you feel may have been holding us back. All is well, and the time is now. And then he goes on to say that he asked me to create a course. He called it, and don't get mad at me now, he said, like a channeling course for nerds, for people who have technical skills, who desire to receive these communications and advanced frequencies and knowledge, people who can do something with it. Now, I've been receiving a lot of information about frequency, and I use it in my healing practice with marvelous results. But what he's asking for is people with technical minds. See, that's a left-brained thing, but when you stay in your left brain, you cannot easily receive communication. And if you look back, many of the greats like Ben Franklin, Thomas Edison, they got, even Einstein, they got so much inspiration when they just went down and took a nap. I was trying to take a nap when this guy came in and started speaking with me. And by the way, that's a technique I teach when I teach people how to channel. So Mr. Tesla was telling me that it's not just him. There's a council of beings who have been pioneers in this kind of information who are waiting on the other side. And what does he say? Yeah, it's going to be a little woo-woo if I create this course, and I will according to the interest. Here's what I'm going to quote him. As long as you stay cemented in your left brain function, you will never be able to bring in the information you could if you just turned loose. So that is a short, sweet message from Mr. Tesla. If you desire to know more about this school that will help even the left brain people who want to be in contact with him and others for the purpose of bringing forth these new technologies, there's going to be a form below, and you can put your name and email, and I'll just keep you updated. And that's the message from Mr. Tesla. And he made sure I paid attention by dinging my car, which was inconsequential. It's all taken care of. It was just a message to pay attention. This is real. And you know in your heart if it's real or valuable to you. Pass this message along to anyone you know who is interested in these kind of things. And I'll be back soon with another revelation.